Cuspis fam and friends, what is going on? It is time for the final week of the 2021 CrossFit Games Open, and this week there are 2 workouts. Now you don't need to be able to read this stuff behind me, I'll address all of them, but the goal, knowing that we've got people in a huge variety of ability levels going into this, I'm going to try and hit key points that everyone will hopefully be able to take and apply to their own specific goals and abilities. So, first thing to think about, what is your limiting factor? The first part of this workout, 21-3, the first workout is 15-30-15, 3 rounds through. The 15s first are all front squats at 95-65 for the RX. The second 15 are all thrusters at the same weight. So you know going in that there's potentially going to be 90 reps of squatting with the bar here, half of which we will also then press overhead. That's double Fran reps at the same weight to start this workout. That's not even including the potentially 90 reps of hanging from the rig and doing stuff. For a lot of beginner and intermediate athletes, 30 toes to bar in the middle of a workout at one time is very challenging. For even more athletes, 30 chest to bar is going to be tough. And if we're being realistic, 30 muscle ups at the end of a workout like this is going to be really challenging for most athletes who aren't very competitive in CrossFit. So when I say where is your limiting factor, you should know that about yourself. If there's a chance you can make it through the toes to bar, but you'll probably get stuck trying to finish 30 chest to bar pull-ups, I say you absolutely charge that first workout, the 15-30-15 with the toes to bar in as large sets as you can to keep yourself moving, sprint through those final thrusters, get that tie break time as quickly as possible, and then you get to stop, slow down and breathe, realizing that if you don't finish the set of chest to bar, your tie break time and as many reps as you can get is going to be your final score. So if you think you can get through the chest to bar, but know you're not going to be able to get through 30 muscle ups, then my advice is to push really hard on those first 2 parts with the toes to bar and the bar muscle ups, realizing that when you're done, the remaining time is as many bar muscle ups as you're going to be able to get with less of a rush once you've finished that second tie break. What I'd recommend for the barbell, should you go unbroken? Depends. A lot of people are going to find sets of 15 to be tough to repeat. The later you go into the workout, the more fatigued your legs are going to be. So be smart. If you think that by going unbroken and doing 15 unbroken thrusters twice is going to trash your arms for bar muscle ups, maybe you should break them up. I think there's going to be a lot of people that will benefit from going 9-6 through both of those barbell movements. If you plan to make it and be working through the majority of those first 15 minutes, keep your heart rate under control so you don't burn out. That's my advice there. Only unbroken if you know those 2 movements are in your wheelhouse. Now, for the gymnastics, I think most people should break them up early. Most athletes in CrossFit classes typically try and average somewhere between 3 to 5 toes to bar at a time, and maybe 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 regular pull-ups. So when we take it to chest to bar and realize that we need to do 30 in a row before moving on to the next part of the workout, it's going to be important to pace that thing out. So if you have a bar that's a little bit shorter where you can still kip, there have been athletes who've competed at the CrossFit Games who've completed fast singles. My real strategy is this: if you can, pick a number that you can repeat consistently without hitting fatigue, and as soon as you do hit that point of fatigue, immediately drop down to fewer and fewer reps, even if that means quick singles for both the toes to bar and the chest to bar pull-ups. For bar muscle ups, athletes who have them or don't will probably know at that point of the workout what they should be doing. If it's a quick set of 5 or a set of 3, or if you just need to go and hit quick singles out of the gate for those bar muscle ups right away. My advice for 21-3 is be like Froning. If you've been a fan of the CrossFit Games for a long time, you've certainly seen the former champ Rich Froning do thrusters in a workout. I think we should be that deliberate. With the bar here, squat down, drive up with your legs, boom, quick breath at the top, and find a rhythm. This workout is most certainly not going to be won by sprinting through thrusters and front squats unless you're someone who's planning to complete 21.3. Hopefully that helps. All right, now 21.4. My advice here, I'm saying Ollie meet approach. Approach this thing like you would in Olympic weightlifting meet. In the Olympic weightlifting world, you get 3 attempts. The first one, typically people say, is a guaranteed make. The second one is one that's going to be a challenge for you based on how you're feeling that day, but hopefully you'll be able to make. And then that third one is when you really go and sell out for it. My advice, as soon as that workout ends, this one for you, 21-3, whether you finish it or whether you get time capped, give yourself up to 2 minutes to just relax. If you work out hard for 15 minutes, you're going to be tired. And if the things you're working out during those 15 minutes are the same movements that you're going to be needing to use for the heavy part, let yourself recover. I recommend using that time. If you're going to switch your shoes into lifters, that's fine. Some people want to do that. If you're going to put on a weight belt for the second part, that gives you time. Since people aren't allowed to help you load and switch your weights, that gives you time to do that comfortably. So plan out the first weight that you really know you can hit even when you're tired, so that when you finish the first part, you can casually go, switch the weights, do whatever else you need to, get your heart rate under control, and then approach the bar. Squat and split. If you're someone who does squat cleans well and someone who practices split jerks when the weight gets heavy, do that before you have to. If you did the workout a few years ago that was front squats, dumbbell front squats, burpees, and then it was a max clean, a lot of athletes thought they had this guaranteed weight, and then they got there when they were wrecked and completely bombed out. Don't do that. I suggest being more conservative than you think, because this isn't 1 rep. This is a 4-rep complex that includes 2, presumably, squat clean reps while you're already tired. So see how you feel with that more conservative attempt first. If you feel great, make a bigger jump. If it was heavy, be smart and be grateful, and then make a smaller jump and try and go up from there. My advice here is to be aggressive. You may be tired, but if you don't lock in every single part of your body to be as stable as possible, extend up as fast as you can, pull yourself down as quickly as you can, and drive out of the bottom every single rep, you're likely going to get pinned. On the jerk, don't rely on being able to push jerk even if you're really tired. I would recommend drive up as aggressively as you can with your legs and punch down more aggressively than you think you need to, so you can catch that bar locked out and strong. No matter how tired you are here, this first attempt of the complex should be successful, and that should build your confidence so you know what kind of a jump to make for the second one. Know where you should be here. Break it up accordingly. Charge to the point right before that tiebreaker, boom. Then on the round where you think you're going to get stuck, that's where you pace, breathe, recover, and prepare. As soon as you get here, first attempt, strong and confident, and build up from there. This is going to be a really fun workout to watch. I wish you the best of luck. Good luck. Have fun. I believe in you, and I'll see you next year.